I'm your host, Osaka Jack. Please sit back and relax as we talk to this week's guest brony. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Into the Spotlight. This is your host, Osaka Jack, and today with me, I have someone that a lot of you might recognize from Twitter or Tumblr, Mr. MLPProblems. How are you, sir?
I am doing good today, Sir Osaka Jack, sir.
Very well enunciated. I do appreciate it. How are things over on your end? Seriously.
Going pretty good so far.
Yeah?
Just today, in general, whatever.
Mm-hmm. So if anybody doesn't know who MLPProblems is, why don't you speak of yourself? Give them a little introduction.
Well, I began humbly back in March of this year. I had a crazy idea to just mix Pony with these first world problems that have been popping up on Twitter and everywhere else.
Oh, yeah, the first world problems.
It took off, pretty much.
Huh. So it's MLP problems as opposed to first world problems. So
yes.
So did you start it with the idea of problems that ponies would face or problems that bronies would face?
Problems that bronies would face.
Okay, all right.
But like quickly, like within 3 weeks, they began more towards silly observations and stuff.
Okay, all right.
Be it related to the show, the fandom itself, or life as a brony.
I gotcha. Do you happen to remember your first one?
My first few ones.
Yeah.
I can't remember them. Like, I know one. It had to do with Apple Bloom being a dictionary.
Okay, right. Common observation among people.
Common reference. I had to start somewhere.
Oh yeah, of course. All right. Well, you also have a Tumblr. Which one of those does get more views or hits? Your Twitter?
Definitely the Twitter.
The Twitter?
Like, the follower count for Twitter compared to the follower count for Tumblr is... Twitter's is 2,135 as of 8:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 1st, 2012.
Lest someone call you a liar.
Tumblr's
He's got 4 more. I don't believe him now. Okay.
But Tumblr's is in the 100s. Like,
okay.
Yeah, 140.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think that's a general thing. Tumblr requires effort to read because it's more than 140 characters. So people tend to go
I pretty much use Tumblr for any of my long update things.
Okay.
Shrug.
But Twitter's the main source.
Yep.
I gotcha.
I'm part of the Twitter bronies. Woohoo! We're so cool.
Well, I would like to get back, if you don't mind. One of your Tumblr blogs I thought was interesting. I'm going to delve in here a little bit. You mentioned, I have to admit, it is not quite my forte, but you were talking about Cruel Summer.
Cruel Summer, yeah, rap. I'm white.
So for those who don't know, could you explain Cruel Summer and your take on that, pony-wise?
Yeah, the potential for it. Yeah,
Okay.
Cruel Summer is it as of like now 10/1/2012. It was released 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
It's a rap album. It's from Kanye West's his collective Good Music. He formed it back in 2005 with fellow rapper Common and singer-songwriter John Legend. I'm sure a lot of people know who he is.
Okay.
But over time, he's just built a roster of talent, and they finally put out a collaborative album. And I listened to it because I'm a Kanye fan. He's like right now he is my favorite rapper.
Okay.
And I like Cruel Summer. I put a review of it on Tumblr, and I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
But the thing I didn't like about it was I don't think it showcased the talent that Good Music has.
Okay, all right.
And I got thinking, we have a brony rapper community with Mike the Mike, Yelling at Cats, I Bring the Wolves, and I Be a Brony Rapper, and countless others.
Yeah, quite a few.
But I started thinking, why not put a brony spin on Cruel Summer? And I came up with the quickest title in my head, Cruel Hiatus.
Cruel Hiatus.
And
okay.
Yes. And I wouldn't call myself an aspiring rapper. I'd call myself a parody rapper because I'm pretty freaking bad. But hey, if I threw it out there, and I mean, there's some interest in it, but
Okay.
if Mike the Mike or Katz wants to grab onto it and make it happen, do it. It'd be, I mean, it'd be pretty sick on my end.
Yeah.
And I have some ideas for it, but I'm sure the actual rappers' ideas are way more cooler than mine. So
Well, you had the idea for it. What was the basis for the
yeah,
hiatus part? Cruel hiatus.
well, well, I don't know. Like I just kind of related like the summer hiatus we just experienced with Pony to
Okay,
it.
all right. Okay, I can see that. I do know some
The
of
title
the.
needs to have something with Pony.
I do know it is kind of common for pony musicians to go on hiatus for a while. So I was wondering if that was referring
Yeah,
to
I
any
know.
of them specifically.
Mm.
All right. Okay, so if Cruel Hiatus does work, and obviously if it does work, then there'll be a ton of people that we had previously never heard of. But who would you like to see headlining it?
Well, the headliners would probably be Mike and Lulz and Katz, and I'd be a Brony rapper. But I mean, I'd like to feature just about any talented rapper out there who wants more exposure. Like I have a personal friend. His name's Aaron Enos, I think his full name is, but
Uh-huh.
he goes under Flutter Bully. I've heard his stuff, and
Okay.
I mean, it's really good. And he's been featured on EQD
Oh.
about, I think, 2 times.
Wow.
But
Okay.
but he's not very well known. Like on Twitter, he only has like 50 followers.
Oh
So
goodness.
that's that's an example. And there's going to be a Brony rapper on the Brony Hour this coming Saturday. His name is Rhymeflow, and
Okay.
I mean that'd be another person to get some more exposure. So
All right. Okay, so anybody who's listening, if you are a Brony rapper, should they contact you, or do you think, or do you want it out of your hands at this point?
maybe contact me, but I need to know like the bigger ones would go with me on this or make it happen.
Right, right. Would you try to put yourself in? That's an evil question. I'm sorry.
Maybe, maybe because I mean I have some ideas and
Sure.
like the ideas would probably involve me, but but honestly like if I was on it I would not want to be on more than 3 songs.
Okay,
So.
okay. Well, how many songs would you envision on this? Because I
Like,
think it was,
well
what was it?
over
The actual album, The Cruel Summer, was 12 tracks? Only 12?
Yeah, and I felt like that was probably one of the issues with like not showcasing enough of their talent. They only had 12 tracks to do it on. If they had like 16 or 17 or 18, they
Right.
could fill it out better.
Okay, okay. And for Cruel Hiatus, if it works out, you would like 56, 78 tracks, something like that?
56 tracks, that'd be crazy. I would love a 2-side disc.
Oh, yeah, that would be
two
good.
sides of 12 tracks each. That'd be cool.
Oh, so a 24 thing. Oh, yeah, that would do well, I think.
Nuts.
But let's see, one of the other posts that you did that I really did enjoy, and if you guys don't know, go check it out. It's MLPProblems.tumblr.com. You mentioned talent or charisma. Do you remember that little rant
Oh
part?
yes.
I think it was called
I did.
Money, Success, Fame, Bronies.
Anyone who's a fan of Ghost will get that.
Okay.
True Capitalist Radio.
All right. Well, can you explain what you meant on that? Talent or charisma?
Like, that whole Tumblr post was, it went into a little depth about why we have famous people in this fandom.
Okay.
And I never got that. And I think talent and charisma are 2 key features in that. Like, people love guys like Mando and Alex S. and Mike and Liv Tombstone. Like, they fall under talent. They're good at what they do. And we respect them for it.
Right, right.
And people like guys like Dusty and Saberspark and Jax Blade and you because they're likable. They have charisma.
Okay, all right.
And I guess I would fall under the charisma part. I don't know why I'm likable. Give me an answer for that. But
I think likability is one of those things you can't question or suddenly you lose it.
Exactly. But I've questioned my likability since day one, and I haven't lost popularity yet.
Well, there you go. That's great. Oh, okay. So the talent aspect of it, the charisma talent thing, you think most of the artists would fall under that category as well, I assume?
Yeah, like Pixel Kitties and Veggie, Veggie just left about a month and a half ago. He was
yes, that's
big
right.
on QD.
Yeah.
We all miss him. But and Kat Whitney, who drew that wonderful Scootaloo pic.
Yes.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll get to Scootaloo in just a sec. Okay.
But, I mean, like, the talent part of it would probably feature more artists and musicians, and maybe even fanfic writers.
Okay, yeah.
Don't know if fan fiction is, like, that still as big as music and, like, artistry in this fandom still. But, I mean, it's something to consider.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I often try to say, at this point, the fandom is too large for any one person to know all of it.
Exactly.
There's literally not enough time for a person to read every fanfic, listen to every music, watch every video, observe every art piece. It's just not possible. Read every Twitter following. It's just not possible.
Exactly. And, like, I mean, look at you. You are Osaka Jack. You are famous in the EFR chat, and people from the show know who you are because you're just a cool guy.
Oh.
But still, on Twitter, per se, I want to look this up real quick. I just want to look at your follower count.
321.
Osaka Jack. 321?
Yep, 321. And I'm very proud of all of those.
And Osaka follows me, so obviously I'm good enough for him.
Well, that also, I mean, even just Twitter, one of my main presences is on Twitter, but I can only follow so many because at this point I have to set my alarm 20 minutes earlier every morning just to catch up. Okay, what did I miss? Scroll. Okay, let's start our day.
I mean, it's crazy. Like, there's so much out there that you have to keep track of.
Yeah, and, I'm heavy props to everybody that does reading or listening or approving of anything to go on Equestria Daily. I think that's got to be a tough job, honestly.
I know. I mean, it's amazing to me how EQD has taken off.
Oh, yeah. It has exploded, and I think that's great. And I do feel bad for the people whose stuff is rejected. It might have total merit to it. Just, there's so much out there.
I mean, like, I'm looking at their exact page view right now, and it's it's just under 250 million.
That's insane. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
To anyone who thinks like bronies are like a small subset of the internet, just look at that page view count right there, and your argument is forever axed in half with an axe. We had a collective gasp.
This person has fainted from too much gasping.
Gasping. At least we didn't gasp like Pinky.
I tried that once, and I almost blew my voice out.
I tried that once, and, I didn't blow my voice out, but I was severely disappointed that I didn't fly into the air.
Yeah, that would be a definite talent. You'd be featured at every con. Get the guy who gasps and then flies into the air. Let's watch that again. That was cool.
Get the guy who fared gasms.
Okay, well, we touched on it a little bit there.
And makes it look legit.
One thing that I razz on you a bit about it, but you have a bit. A bit, okay, all right. A bit is a vague term. Quite a lot.
You're the one who talks
if not
about
daily.
It's pretty much every time we talk, it comes up at least once.
Yes, that's true. I'll try to think of more topics at some point in the future, but it's so much fun. But I'm joking, right? I mean, if
it's fun for you.
If I really felt you were
you
sensitive
may not be able
about
to tell it over Skype, but I'm crying right now. Crying with joy.
But for those who don't know, can you explain who is it that tends to pique your interest, shall we say, in the world?
Oh, well, I mean, if you follow my Twitter, you know it's pretty much a running gag that I talk about how much of a crush I have on Maddie Peters, the voice of Scootaloo. And nice Osaka over here commissioned Kat Whitney, who's a member of the Everfree Northwest staff and a excellent artist, might I add, to draw a picture of. I tweeted something out when Natty's Twitter account finally got over 1,000, and I mean it's pretty funny if you look at it. I hope Osaka can link something to the picture.
I'll try.
But a brief summary of it is pretty much Scootaloo typing at a computer, and you can see on her computer that it's all of my tweets about her Maddie passing 1,000, and Scootaloo has the cutest freaking look on her face. So
yeah, I was pretty happy.
It's
with
like
that.
Osaka wants for me.
If I could torture people into smiling, then that works for me.
Well, why not?
Yeah. But I don't know if that's really the beginning of the story. At what point did this crush begin? And I have to say, something very serious on this. You admit to having a crush on things. I think a lot of people develop or have a crush on quite a few of the people who work on the show. But I think something that is really good, that's really good for you, and I really wish a lot of other people would do this. Your crush is grounded in reality. You know that it's a crush, and I haven't heard you planning
I
to
continually
move
make
out
fun
there.
of the fact that it's a crush.
Yeah, you realize it's a crush. It's something you're feeling right now, but it's probably not going to go anywhere. You're not making plans to move there and see if you can lay in wait for them. And
yeah.
Great
it's called a crush for a reason.
Absolutely. Very well said, yes. It's called a crush for a reason. It's a crush, it's infatuation, it's not actual deep, passionate love. Right. But, okay, so given it that it is a crush...
Not yet.
Oh, yep.
One can dream, can't he?
Absolutely. Yes, nothing wrong with a dream. Nothing at all. At what point did the crush start? Do you happen to remember?
I knew Maddie was cute and everything, but it started during the Everfree Northwest stream. Like she entered the I think it was the staff musician panel. I don't know why she was on there, but I know
I have heard that she can sing. I mean, her character does not, but Michelle Krieber has said that she can sing.
And I believe she sang backing vocals on
That's right.
Spies in the Night.
I don't think it's Spice in the Night. I think it was Saturday Night.
Oh, Saturday Night. Well, they both have night in it.
Yeah. And those who don't
it's hard
know,
for me to remember, Osaka.
Michelle Krieber has come out with an album, Timeless Songs of a Century, and she has 13 songs in there. But one of the songs is Saturday Night, and on the credits it does list Maddie Peters as singing in the background for Saturday Night. And I think she confirmed that on Twitter, didn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so...
I'm pretty sure Michelle confirmed it, yeah.
Yeah. Might not be the easiest thing to single out her voice. Have you tried?
Oh, believe me, I have tried. I think I managed to pick it out once, and then I lost it. Why?
Okay, but I'm sorry, getting off topic. So, we saw her on the musicians panel from Everfree Northwest, and that was it for you?
Yeah. I mean, it's like she walked into the picture, and I think everything just slowed down. And I could only see her. And I'm like, that is true beauty.
And just to embarrass you a little bit further, I'll stop real soon, but a little bit further. I think it was pretty soon after that who was it who got you a shout-out? I mean, come on now, who got you a shout-out from Maddie?
Yeah, this guy right here, people. I don't know why, but Osaka somehow got her to give me a shout-out, and I'm the only one to get a shout-out so far. It came out of freaking nowhere. I'm just at my computer eating Doritos like I usually do, because I'm a lazy idiot. But and I'm just surfing on the internet, and then a TweetDeck notification pops up, and and it's from Maddie, and she's like, "Hey, MLP Problems. Your friend Osaka Jack said you would like a shout out, so hey," or something. I mean, my reactions were pretty freaking grand. That was a very, very fun night, just in the aftermath of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we proceeded to razz you mercilessly about that, but in good
Oh yeah,
in good humor.
you have to razz people in good humor.
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's just I can't stop laughing about that. I'm sorry.
It is funny. It is absolutely funny.
And I mean, the sad part is I'll probably never meet her in person. That'd be really cool just to meet her, and maybe she'd be like, "Oh, your problems," and she'll start backing away slowly. I'm like, "Don't worry, like I play that thing up for comedy. Don't run away."
Don't run away.
If you can see me in person right now, I'm on the floor of my basement just rolling around.
Which in itself sounds quite funny.
If my parents could see me, they would just walk away in shame.
All right, I'll try to stop the razzing for now. I'm going to continue it tomorrow, but for now, So, how does your family react to it, or do they even know? I mean, it's not necessarily
they know,
secret
sure.
that someone's a brony, but
I mean, at first, it was more of like a strange look, like, "You're kidding, right?" And then I'm like, "No, I'm serious. I like this cartoon, and it has the label My Little Pony on it."
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, I think when they heard the word cartoon, they were like, they kind of understood because they know I'm a cartoon freak. I love cartoons in general. But it was still kind of weird for them. But I think the moment it clicked for them was when early on in my history, like when Delancey first announced the BronyCon documentary. I tweeted something about like, I sent something into Delancey's BronyCon documentary. But my idea is probably not as good as the others. And he freaking replies to me like, "Not to worry. I look forward to looking forward to reading about your idea."
Oh,
and,
wow.
Like, my heart stopped. And my dad actually walked in the room. He's like, "Dude, you look like you just saw a ghost." I'm like, hey, Trek, come over here and see who just tweeted me. And my parents are huge Next Generation nuts, and I think that's when it finally clicked. Like, "Ooh, wow, you just talked to John Delancey from Star Trek."
Mm-hmm.
And my dad he literally said those words and just held out his fist. Bro Huff. And he didn't know, and I think I shouted out Bro Huff when I returned his fist, and he's like, "I'm ashamed of you, kid, but I have to live with you."
That's a great story. I love that one. Yay for John Delancey. Yahoo! Family acceptance.
If Delancey's I'm definitely going to next year's BronyCon.
Mm-hmm.
Be it as a guest, probably not as a panelist, probably not as a member of the staff, but I'll be in attendance regardless. And my parents, for some reason, want to take a New York vacation, so they're probably just going to let me go off and hang out with all the bronies and wherever BronyCon's being held, and they'll just sightsee. But they want a chance to meet Delancey.
Oh yeah,
and they never knew Delancey was from Philadelphia. I do live in Pennsylvania, and and they also know that Lauren Faust's family is from Philadelphia.
Ooh.
So, I mean, that's a legitimate reason to have a Philadelphia people.
Absolutely,
Pennsylvania bronies, get on that. I'll be a guest. I'm sure Pixel Kitties will be a guest because she lives in Pittsburgh, and Tech Rat will be a guest because he lives up near Scranton.
Yeah.
I don't know if any other big bronies. I know of other bronies in Pennsylvania, but yeah.
I occasionally
get. There's a good question that you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, like if I'm friends with any real life bronies. Like,
oh yeah, that's a good point. How is that? Do you know any in real life? I guess.
I do. Like, I know people who watch the show and they call themselves bronies sometimes because like I've seen them wearing shirts, but they're not as hardcore as I am. They don't have a Twitter.
There's a learning curve, like with most things, Occasionally you get somebody who's new on it, and like, oh, you need to put their name with an @ symbol before, otherwise it's just going to everybody. I know. I know for a bit Lee Tokar was just tweeting out everything to everybody because he had problems forgetting the @ symbol beforehand.
God. Like, old people.
Hey now,
Old people.
hey, Lee's younger than I am by
I consider,
far.
if you're older than 28, you're old.
Yeah, I'm old.
Old timers.
I'm old. Dang kids, I remember when the internet wasn't ones and zeros, it was just zeros. We were happy.
Damn kids, I remember back in the time where there were no ponies on the internet and all we talked about was how to get Windows Millennium Edition working.
Oh, I can go back further than that. I remember 95 versus 98 arguments. I do.
Oh my god. I mean, 90s internet. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's like peeking back into the past.
Oh, yes.
It's like the Triassic era of internet dumb.
Well, I enjoy it, and it does happen from time to time when an idea outlives the origin. For example, I'm sure you understand if I do the sound cha-ching, you know what that represents, right?
Yep.
Getting money.
Money.
Have you ever heard a cash register actually make that sound? Not on video, and just
I might have
like
old timey stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have vague memories when I was young that cash registers made that sound cha-ching, as the drawer opened. But even by the time I got to elementary school, it was mostly out. But that sound has prevailed over the actual invention. I think that's interesting.
I mean, that's you can't erase an idea.
Nope.
What?
At my actually at my work, one of the stores that's next to our school, they still use dial-up.
Mm. Oh.
So it's funny because I know
idiots.
the sound. Dee-dee. I know the sound and I know what it represents, but a lot of the people who come to our school and the kids that we teach are like, "What is that? What is that sound?"
What is that annoying thing?
And we're like, "Well, that's the sound of them connecting to the internet." They're looking at you like, "What? Internet doesn't make a sound. You just pull up your iPhone and it's there." Like, oh, yeah.
What are
okay.
you talking about, crazy person? If a person rages on the internet and no one is around to hear it, do they make a sound?
Ooh, we are thinking deep now.
Screw that crap. I'll have ponies. Huh?
Screw philosophy. I've got ponies. I like that. That's good. Well, I am hesitant to do the favorite pony, favorite episode thing, but I would like to try. I guess it falls under philosophy, but what's the absolute line or scene that defines your bronydom to you?
Oh, well, no one's asked me this before out of the 4 interviews.
Hey.
Go pour a pint for yourself. Why don't you?
It's 10 a.m., but okay.
Getting drunk in the morning. But that is a very tough question. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, I can't even remember the scene that got me like, okay, I'm hooked. It just happened.
Yeah.
Like, I always tell the story, like, I discovered the show while babysitting my 2 little girl cousins, and the only reason it held my interest was because I heard Delancey's voice, and then I actually started watching it, and it was entertaining, and I'm like, well, I've heard of, I think I saw ponies on the internet before, but I never really got it.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, I'll check it out when I have some time, and then like a few days after that, I woke up with like 102-degree fever, and my parents are all panicky and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I get to watch ponies all day. So I just started from the beginning, and I literally watched the first season in 2 days.
Wow.
And because I had nothing else to do, I was laying in bed, trying not to puke my brains out.
Of course, yeah.
And I think this was a Thursday, Friday when I did this, and Lesson Zero aired the next freaking day. And I always say Lesson Zero is my favorite because, I mean, that episode has it all for me, like wall-to-wall comedy, drama, character stuff, and good animation. But there's, like, no scene that, like, defines my bronyism.
Okay.
If that's a word.
Sure, why not? I mean, we make brony a word. We've got to use other forms of speech for it. Brony. Did you brony yesterday? Yes, I did.
I bronied yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just pony right now.
That works, yeah. Is this a brony-ish idea to you? Oh,
There's
absolutely.
a word of ponies.
Sure, we can ponify any word we like. So no specific. So Lesson Zero in general, but no specific scene or line.
Yeah, like Lessons be my favorite episode, but like there's just no specific scene that defines anything. It's a wide range of awesome and funny and cool and interesting.
Absolutely.
And cartoony. I'm waiting on a Weird Al Yankovic guest appearance.
That would be amazing. He was seen talking to Stefan, and Stefan... Was it Stefan? Stefan Andrews?
No, it was Will Anderson.
Will Anderson,
because Will Anderson played his band.
That's right. Absolutely, yes.
I believe Will played harmonica in his band. I think. But
and I think still, it's probably safe to say that there is a lot of crossover between Weird Al fans and bronies. I think it's a safe thing.
Oh, I love Weird Al. I don't have his new album yet, but I have the one that has White and Nerdy on it. And
yes.
For a while, that was my theme song of choice when I walk into basketball practice.
I actually Weird Al has a different meaning for me. It's so hard for me to keep up with popular music since I'm not in the country anymore. So honestly, all I do is I buy the Weird Al album and I listen to it. I'm like, okay, now I need to listen to the originals of these songs, and I'll be pretty caught up on pop music right now. So I listen.
My parents sort of do that.
Yeah, I have no idea what's. I have a vague idea of what's popular. I listen to him. I'm like, okay, let's find the original. Oh, okay, I understand his joke now. Got it. Okay.
And I mean, who doesn't like Weird Al? Seriously.
Yeah, really. Have you read
he's such a cool guy, and he's like talented in what he does.
Yeah, he has a children's book out. It's really good. It's actually good. It's kind of the what I want to be when I grow up things. It's amazingly good. I got it for my nephew.
Weird Al wanted to be a polka player, and he succeeded, and then some.
Absolutely. Well, you mentioned basketball a little bit ago. I take it you're on the team, or at least play.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I'm on the team.
Well, tell us about that.
Well, I have a position. It's called right bench. Well, when we're home, it's left bench. Still, if we ever had a charity brony basketball game, I'd be killing you all.
Probably, yes, probably.
Oh.
All right, so if you had your choice in basketball, which pony would best you?
Who would beat me in basketball?
Yeah.
Well, probably Dash. I cannot guard fast people to save my life, and she'd be blowing by me. And as long as she didn't blow layups or blow dunks, she'd kill me.
I think the ability to hover is pretty good for dunking, but if we assume that, wings are out, then yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, but I'm just gonna assume that I'd beat Twilight because she wouldn't know what the heck she's doing. I'd beat Fluttershy because she'd be too timid to actually play defense.
Okay.
I have no idea about Pinky. Like, she may take it seriously for 5 seconds and then decide to go play with the cheerleaders the next minute.
Yeah.
Don't know about Rarity. I'd assume she'd be average in everything, but if she actually gave a damn, she might just go beast mode on me and kill me. AJ,
I think if you smudged Rarity's uniform at all, that would be the end of it. She would completely own you.
The uniforms were just regular old practice jerseys. She would not be on the court. She'd be I would not be caught dead in that hideous display. And I feel like Applejack would be a really good defender, but on offense, like, she couldn't play the perimeter at all. She'd have to be inside at all times.
Yeah.
And then she might beat me because I'm a guard. Like,
Okay.
all I do on the basketball court is try to play solid defense.
Right.
I'll try to shut my guy down, and then on offense, I'll just stand on the 3-point line, and if I'm open, I'll shoot. 3-point threat.
That would be awesome.
Is that why people like me? Because I make them laugh?
I can't think of a better reason for somebody to like somebody else, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I find a lot of the things that, recently you did change the format on the MLP Problems Twitter feed, right? It used to be that it was an automatic retweet.
The retweeting stuff, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'd automatically retweet it manually because I don't trust bots.
Okay.
So when I upgraded to TweetDeck, that was like the best thing I could do for retweeting stuff because I could see it pop up right away.
Okay.
And sometimes I'd even beat Brony retweet, which is, I mean, that's almost instantaneous if it's on correctly. So, but I changed the format a bit because I saw a lot of the same, like, people don't have to use the hashtag, like,
right.
But I retweet them because it's almost like you're using something I created, and that makes me feel good. So, like, here, have a retweet.
Okay.
But I felt like a lot of people were saying the same stuff with them, and like, if it's interesting or funny or awesome or something, I'm gonna retweet it. Right. But if it's not something that's relevant, I'm probably not.
Okay.
It just depends on how I'm feeling. And like the last one I retweeted from someone else is from 3 hours ago, and it was a doodle, and it made me laugh, so I retweeted it.
Well, there you go. That's, something. So how many notifications do you get on an average day of people that want you to retweet?
When I'm at home on TweetDeck, like, there's a good, I'd say about 30. When I'm out during the day, I do have TweetDeck on my phone, but obviously I'm in school, so I can't check it all the time.
Right.
But, I mean, I'd add another 30 to that, so like 60.
Okay, all right.
Which is, I'd say that's fairly successful. It's cool.
Absolutely, I would agree.
But Bernie retweet averages like 1,000 a day, so.
Well, yeah, but that's a bot.
I mean, like, if I went and tagged Brony right now, like, I'd be getting retweeted, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember a time where I would wake up and I'd scroll and like, okay. MLP problems. Goodness, a lot of people today. Okay. There we go.
Because I just go on retweeting binges.
Yeah.
It's a drug.
And something else that I should notice, or should mention, on Twitter you can choose, without changing your @address, you can change how your name appears. Nami National does that like every 2 days. And yours is... What is yours right now?
Let's go Kiki.
Let's go Kiki. I assume that's Tara Strong's Kiki that we're speaking of.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So it is a inspirational message.
Yep. See, like I stated earlier, I didn't have enough money to attend ShotCon, so and I barely have enough money to donate to Kiki's charity.
Right.
And I kind of feel ingratitude to Tara because, like, I remember when she retweeted the one thing from me that I had mentioned to her or something, and she saw it and retweeted it. I was at like 375 followers after like 6 weeks, and that's like good for most people.
Oh yeah.
But then 2 days later, I had just under 600.
Wow.
So, and from there, I was steadily getting 100 a week, and like that, I call it the Terra migration. And I don't know if you were in before the Terra migration or not.
I'm not sure.
I think you might have been right after it.
Probably right after it, yeah.
You probably followed me after one of our EFR chats.
That's very possible.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I feel in gratitude to Tara, and since I can't donate money directly to Kiki, I just put that there. And if anyone asked about it, I just direct them towards Kiki's Twitter.
Yeah.
So, which is managed by her father, Amy. So.
Yeah.
I still get people who actually call me Kiki, and I'm like, if you don't understand, just ask. Come on, people.
What
If you
nickname?
follow Tara, you know what I'm
Oh yeah,
referring to.
yeah, probably. And if you don't know who we're referring to, seriously, go check out Kiki and Amy. Donate. Just put Tara Strong up on your Twitter feed. It'll come up within 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a good cause. It's for a little girl who has cancer.
Absolutely.
If you're actually really too lazy to go and check it out, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think Tara mentioned at Candlelight Gardens that Brony's raised $60,000 for her so far. That's just,
which is insane.
it's phenomenally insane. It's amazing. I can't fathom it.
That's the power of what we can do, people.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, and I mean that, I don't know about you, but that continuously floors me. Even you get little itty bitty cons who will report we raised over $2,000 for charity. I'm like, wow, how many people did you have attend?
That's
100? 150? Wow. All right. Well, do you have any? Well, with all the retweets that you've done, has there been anyone that sticks out in your mind, like somebody hashtagged MLP Problems, and you were just like, oh, I can't believe this person did it.
Oh, Tara did it before after BronyCon.
Oh wow.
That forwarded me, and I'm like, wow. How does I know she retweeted me the one time and got me all those followers, but she actually knows of that hashtag. Whoa.
Awesome.
And I think Michelle's used it before as well.
Yeah.
So those are the two big ones. And a lot of big people in this fandom do it. Like I've seen Dusty and Saber and Screwball and Jax use it before.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jax is. I can't remember. But I can't believe it's become like a thing on Twitter. That's crazy.
Yep. I don't know if it's so much a household name, but it is a brony dumb name now. Everybody recognizes it. Yay, be proud, man.
Yeah, something I have to live with.
Oh, the pain. Well known and liked. Oh.
Being brony famous. I can't handle it. Oh, 2,135 people know of me.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people know of you and
more.
don't necessarily follow, but I'm sure more.
Oh, yeah.
Well, are there any messages that you would like to plug or something that you'd like to give shout-out to?
There are too many shout-outs for me to actually give without wasting everyone's time. So pretty much shout-out to everyone who follows me. Mm-hmm. You guys make my day every time I see that damn number. It's so cool to see. And, just thanks for giving me a purpose in this damn fandom that I love so much.
Well, as you said, it's a choice of talent or charisma, and I don't know. I have to say, I think you're very charismatic, and I think you've got a good talent for recognizing when somebody else has something important to say. Ha-ha! You got both, dude!
Oh, thank you. That was crazy.
All right, okay, well, everybody, thank you for listening, and this has been Into the Spotlight. I'm your host, Osaka Jack, and my guest has been MLP Problems, who can be followed, MLP Problems, on Twitter or on Tumblr. Thank you all very much. Good day.
See you guys.